Welcome to Lawyers Who Care, the video show podcast that highlights attorneys who go above and beyond for their clients. And on each episode, we will meet a new lawyer and they will share stories of when they went beyond legal counsel for the benefit of their client. My name is Andrew Samlin. I'm the principal of Samlin Wealth, a nationally recognized wealth management firm for lawyers, their firms, and their clients. And let's applaud lawyers who care and learn from them. Today, my guest is Erik Pelton. He is the founder and lead attorney at Erik M. Pelton and Associates. They are based in Falls Church, Virginia, and Erik's law practice handles all matters relating to trademark and copyright protection process. Welcome, Erik.
Thanks so much for having me, Andrew.
So, Erik, tell us what brought you to the profession.
Well, when I was in law school, way back in the last millennia, the internet was just exploding and growing, and I was interested in the new technology and new communications. Wasn't really sure what type of law I wanted to practice, but intellectual property really sparked an interest and intersected with the technology and everything that was advancing at the time. And right around graduation, I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And somebody told me, I went to law school here in the Washington, D.C. area. Somebody told me about the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and that they were hiring examiners to review trademarks and that this might be a great position. And I applied and got the job and then fell in love with the field of trademarks and helping businesses protect their brands.
And so how did that first get introduced to you? Because of all the different types of law, that could be matrimonial or criminal, whatever, IP or copyright, may not come first on the list, as it may not be the sexiest type of practice.
I think for me on my journey, it was really going through law school, and rather than finding immediately that one thing that really stirred my passion, it was a process of elimination. In law school, I took all types of classes. I did all types of internships, clerkships, part-time jobs, working for nonprofits, working for a judge, working with the government, working in private practice. And I found a lot of things that I knew weren't my calling, that I didn't want to do. And then it ended up that trademarks was one of those things still left that was, oh, this is interesting. And I do want to explore this more. And when I went to work for the USPTO for the government, it was a wonderful place to work and great training. They spent, the first few months, all we did was learn before we really even got our own cases and our own work to do. And so that was my introduction in depth to the field of trademarks.
What's the most challenging component of that area of law?
Well, there's a lot of things challenging about trademarks. Being on the outside, working with clients to file at the USPTO, one of the big challenges is just managing that registration process because it's very technical. There's a lot of rules and regulations, and it takes a long time, really over a year on average, to get a trademark from start to finish. Mm-hmm. Another huge challenge I was just going to add is educating people about the need and the benefit to protect their trademarks. Most large corporations know about this, but many, many small businesses don't know about it. And so I've spent the last 25 years speaking, blogging, podcasting, making videos, trying to educate people and spread the message about the value of trademark protection.
And you mentioned you had a great client story to share with us. Can you share that with us now?
Yeah. We do a high volume business. So I've been blessed to work with thousands of businesses over the 25 or 26 years I've been in practice. But one thing I've always tried to do from the start is try to connect with clients in person. Trademark law, is federal primarily. So I've been working with clients all over the country and all over the world, but I would always try to take that step if I was traveling for work, even sometimes traveling for pleasure. If there was a client, particularly a good client nearby, I would take a half a day or a lunch or whatever it was and try to meet in person and connect and really builds that relationship, which has led to many great things. One example of that is we got to work with a new sports league a few years ago called the Premier Lacrosse League as they were launching and building out their league and their teams. And then when they began playing, Baltimore and DC are hotbeds of lacrosse. So I was able to go to a weekend of events that they were putting on and meet with all of the people, the council, the management there, and establish great connections. And we've been working together now for more than 5 years, seeing the league grow. And now they're in partnership with ESPN, and they actually launched another league, the Women's Lacrosse League. And, we've been able to help them through all of that from the branding and trademark perspective, which has been great.
And if you're going to offer a takeaway on your practice or regarding your practice to our listeners, what would that be? And it can either be relative to your practice, it could be to, the trademark process generally. What should people leave with?
My biggest takeaway is giving back. That's my biggest takeaway for other attorneys, regardless of the field, is to give back to the community. And we do that in a couple different ways. Giving back to the business community by doing pro bono services. For example, we offer steep discounts for veteran-owned businesses, for military veterans and their spouses who are starting businesses and want to protect their brands. But we also invest a lot of time and energy in giving back to the trademark law community, whether that means working in organizations, committees, speaking at conferences, participating in events and activities to be a part of that community. We really find that the more you give, the more you get. And of course, it pays dividends. You never know where that referral is going to come from, or when you need an expert sounding board for a crazy situation, and you've now got these connections, that you can pick up the phone and speak with. It's really been a tremendous benefit to my practice. And I find in today's world, with more and more being online and more being software-based and sort of siloed a little bit, that it might be a little bit more challenging to get involved and give back in that way, but I think it's even more important than ever.
Gotcha. Today, I'd like to thank my guest, Erik Pelton of Erik M. Pelton and Associates. Erik, can you provide our audience with your contact information?
Yeah, easy. You can find me at erikpelton.com. That's ERIKPELTON.com. You can find all our social media and how to send an email and all of that there easily, or you can just, search my name since it's a unique spelling, and we're easy to find.
Gotcha. This has been the Lawyers Who Care video show podcast that highlights attorneys who go above and beyond. And Erik is certainly a great example of that. If you're an attorney or know one who does, feel free to reach out to us at 914-666-6600. Erik, thanks so much for your time and for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.